What up? Happy Saturday. Let's get a workout in. I wasn't expecting to stream today, but I thought, why not? I wanted to get a little extra workout in, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do some techniques and get that workout in. Comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's have some fun today. All right. Get the legs nice and warm. I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. Hello, Opal. My cat's running around here, so hopefully I won't run into her. All right. Get them nice and warm, nice and warm. It's over here. Set up right there. Get it nice and stretched out. I already did a Tai Chi class earlier today, and then I also did a Kung Fu class earlier today. So the Kung Fu class was more personal forms and kind of stuff like that, but I wanted to get an extra workout. I had some not so low calorie foods, so I just wanted to make sure you shouldn't have to do that. And I don't feel like I have to do it. I just kind of want to anyway, because I like doing martial arts anyway, and I like doing Kung Fu. So I might as well burn off the stuff by hitting the bag. Ooh, hips are still tight though. We did a lot yesterday. But the good thing is, even though they're tight, they're still getting better. Consistency is everything. Even at their tightness now, they're already getting better. All right, get nice and loosey-goosey. We'll wait to get to the splits until I get a little more warm. Once I get a little warmer, then we'll get to the splits. That way I can really get my stretch on. All right. Ooh. What do I got here? What? That's funny. Yeah, maybe. All right, I'm gonna do some frog stance. Ugh. Get my hips nice and warm. All right. Get that grind on. Okay, here's the one that's really sore. Nice, good hamstring and lower back stretch there. That way we can get those hamstrings nice and stretched out. Ooh, okay, that's a weird comment. All right, feeling a little more looser now. All right, let's see if I can't start getting some kicks in now. Start with some side kicks. Getting those hips loosey-goosey, gotta get moving first. Get those legs moving. This isn't working over here. I can do the jump back kick, just still warming up first. I'm older, I'm getting older, so it takes a little bit for my hips to warm up, especially after multiple days of martial arts. You know, I do Kung Fu every day. So yeah, it just takes a little time to warm up every day. Just gotta get some kicks in first, and we'll start working on a little more advanced. Nice and soft first until I can actually get moving. Warm up the hips, get a little further. Cut across. There, now my hip finally popped. Back to the frog stretch. Get those hips open. Still warm. Ah, much better. Starting to get there. Now we can see the bad side. Oh. All right, let's see. Yep, really bad on that. There. All right. I'm gonna get a little. And then let's see our bad side. All right. Starting to get movement. Starting to get a little loosey-goosey. That way we can start hitting the thing. Oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mercy is for the weak. Oh, Mark, I'm just getting even warmed up. He doesn't even know. That's okay. That's cool. That's cool. He doesn't know that I do this every day, so it takes a little time to warm up. That's cool. Gotta get those glutes working too, the abductors too. It's funny, after I do a couple slow side kicks, everything starts to get a little easier. The muscles wake up. And so all the abductors that were fighting me start to wake up. So it's cool. Let's see here. Oh my God. Hey, you know, we're here to have fun. So whatever you gotta do, you gotta do, I guess. Throw in a like, I guess. Yeah. Turn that over more. That needs to go over, 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 over. Across the line. So my left side, this is where I hurt my hip. And so the right side on my posting, I'm just stronger. It just naturally still happens that side. So my left side, I've been really working on trying to get that hip turn, as since I've damaged it, it's much harder to do naturally. Also, I have better snap on my right side, so I can kind of fake it on my right side to make it look like it has as much power, but my this kick is just stronger. Yeah, fight like a girl. Girls fight harder than guys, so it's cool. It's cool. Hey man, I love UFC games. They're fun too. But you gotta hit the bag too. You gotta get a workout in. Not like I'm trying to go into UFC. Come on guys. Like I would be going into, I mean, not saying that people can't work out at home and still going to UFC. I'm just like, come on. Like, that's the dumbest argument, dumbest comment ever. Wonder Boy is an excellent fighter, and he went martial arts too, so traditional. Yeah, swivel that hip. That's what I'm trying to work on. Again, the left hip is a lot more damaged than the right. Look, cat, you gotta get away. Come on, Opal. Yep. All right, there she goes. Turn. Now, see, now I'm not using my abductor though, so I gotta still make it all connect. That way, I'm not whipping the foot down and not having to stretch too much. A little better, less power, better technique though. little question mark kick. Ah, that last one was weak. That's okay. That's cool. Yeah, so another person posting who doesn't know, like they just type and make noise. It's fun. It's cool. You can judge how you want. I'm not here to call out your judging, but you sound like you don't know what you're talking about. So it's cool. It's cool. At least the hips are getting better. Down 40 pounds. Who else can say that? Down 40 pounds. Because I got up, I started to get active. I like hitting the bag so I don't let what the comments on YouTube have to say bother me. It's okay. Everyone thinks that they're a critic behind their keyboard. But I'm here training, doing the work. And I'm not training to be a fighter. You have to do a camp to be a fighter. Any person who's ignorant enough to think that you can't do a camp and be a fighter is, yeah, whatever. What I want to say is, fighting and training are different. If you're gonna fight, go to a camp. If you're gonna train and work out and have fun, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Hadouken! Hadouken! So stupid. Thank you, thank you. Spinning back kick. Can you try a double back hook? Double back hook just got here. I don't know what a double back hook is, but I'll try I can do it. So one thing about my spinning side kicks and my side kicks, I'm really not trying to hit the bag too hard because behind it is stuff. So we don't want to hit it into stuff. So I try and get far enough that I can do extension and still get my foot on the bag without blasting it, because anyone who's done a spinning back kick or a spinning side kick know how much power there's in there. I mean, there's just enough, even just going from here, doing a back kick right there, that just instantly has it. So let's see. I do Kung Fu. Eternal Arts Kung Fu. We do Mi Zhong Lo Han Kung Fu and Wu style Tai Chi. And then I also do Fu style Bagua. And, you know, I do pick up a lot of stuff from other martial arts. Like, I watch a ton of Muay Thai. I watch a ton of UFC, a ton of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, actually. That's a new thing for me. I'm like, wait, I didn't realize how much I would enjoy Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling. It's actually really cool. It's a chess game. It's so similar to Tai Chi when you get to, like, the Tai Chi push hands. On one mistake, and then you can throw them. So that's what's really cool. So you use Tai Chi to supplement your, your other arts for throws and takedowns and whatnot. But yeah, so that's just a couple. Muay Thai is awesome. I love Muay Thai. Elbows, knees, their kickboxing. What I found out about, I really like the Muay Thai roundhouse kick, which is what I'm really trying to do, putting in the bottom leg into there. So if he keeps going, I'm gonna mute him just because, yeah. Actually, it's a lacking from a couple different things, but core I don't really believe is one of them. I'm 40 pounds down. Part of it is that I'm getting used to being 40 pounds down again and rebuilding strength. So cool. I'll add more core into my workout. See, I'll add more core and see the difference. It's not like I don't do core. You're jumping in and yeah, it's cool. And what lack of balance, homie? You post a video. Post a video. Oh, that one was weak. Weak sauce. Jump back kick. The jump spinning back kick. And there's also jumping retreating back kick. And there's spinning back kick. But there's also side kicks, right? So the difference between a back kick and a side kick, you go over the table, straight, back kick comes from here, out. So back kick I find a little stronger, but side kick can be just as strong if you do the right angles. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. Triple backflip or oil up. Oh, I don't know if y'all want to see me try either one of those. Not even the triple backflip. I'm sweaty. Does that count as oiling up? It's always so weird in the small space. I pulled it. Turn. Oh, not like that. Come on. Okay, that one's getting tired. I'm gonna stretch. Let's get some stretching back on. Yeah, the hips are tightening a little bit. That's okay. Let's keep them loose. Ooh, tight. It's the problem with getting old. You don't want to be like old like me. Now, martial arts will help you look young like me. That way all the 20-year-olds still think that you're trying to be a fighter, so they always try and challenge you on YouTube for no reason, even though they know I'm not a fighter. Look at me. I love martial arts. I teach martial arts, but I'm not training to be a fighter. I'm a forms weapons champion. Open-handed weapons. Those are my specialty, which is cool. It's fun. But the bag work, that helps me keep the weight off. I lost 30 pounds, and then for some reason to get that extra 10 pounds, I just needed to add one more workout in, and it was my bag work. And I love it. I love it so much. So much that I get on YouTube and show it to other people. And hey, if they like it, cool. If they don't like it, no big deal. As long as they're not, you know, too aggressive and too mean or slanderous, then we let stuff go. But once they get to that extreme, then we don't want that community. We want a community of people enjoying themselves, finding something that they're passionate about, and being active. Getting my workout on, let's see. Oh yeah, spinning wheel kick. Yep, spinning heel kick, spinning hook kick. Spinning heel kick is what I call it, or a spinning wheel kick, like a roundhouse spinning heel kick. For too long, Cam. For too long. Look at Miami Hurricane. Don't even know what they're talking about. That's cool. It's always the people who talk the loudest that don't know what they're talking about. It's funny. It's so funny. But you know, there's an actual industry now of people getting paid to go out and troll. So who even cares? Like. And if you're listening, if you do have a coach and you're listening to me, and I'm not your coach, then definitely check with your coach first. Like, I'm some guy on YouTube. I'm working out. I have years and years and years of experience. But your coach has a plan for you. Wow. Alright, I think I'm going to do some jump kicks. Alright, I think I'm going to do some jump kicks now instead of the bag work. Good little 30-minute session there. The good thing is I'm short, so I'm 5'6", right? So I can still do a lot of my tricks. Maybe not when I was younger, when I was jumping higher, but now that I'm, you know, almost 40, my jumps are a lot lower, but I have the ability to act like I'm not that old. All right. Let's see. Okay, there's one little basic. We're gonna progressively get it bigger. Okay. All right, let's see if I can do my 540. Oh, that was so low. That's okay. That wasn't too bad. I made it. I was really low to the ground though. Almost creased. Jex does Kung Fu, I believe. Mai Zhao Lo Harn Kung Fu. Also, Mi Zhao Lo Harn Kung Fu. Close, 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 close. Let's get there. Let's get there. Hold longer. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze the core. Squeeze the belly button. Oh, too far. Ah, dang it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze. Extension. Yeah, wasn't expecting that. Still got a little bit of my young hops there. Nah, I'm not gonna break my arms. Thank you though. Thank you. No, Liam, this isn't the funniest thing. That's so... Never seen someone... Not gonna see it tonight though. That's the good thing. Okay. What is it? Okay, someone fill me in the comments. What is this Aaron Rodgers thing? Like, are y'all saying I look like Aaron Rodgers? Or what is this Aaron Rodgers thing? Because I've been getting that comment a lot in a bunch of, can I not speak? In a bunch of different streams, people have saying Aaron Rodgers. So what do you? I know very little Wing Chun. Just a little bit of what my Northern Long Fist teacher taught me. He did learn Wing Chun, but I only learned Mijang Lohorn and Tai Chi and Bagua from them. So I know, you know, here, I know chain punching, Bong Sao, Pat Sao, I know there's a Fut Sao, or Fuk Sao, but I don't wanna butcher it too much. Lap. Let's go. All right. Well, I'm gonna continue on, but this time I'm gonna start with some Kung Fu. I'm gonna do straight sword. little Wudang straight sword there, Shaolin straight sword. Yeah, little fun stuff there. Oh man, you sound well-rounded. Do you go Kaioken too? Cause that'd be pretty badass if you could Kamehameha. Teach me your ways. Yes, little white boy likes to play with knives. That's fine. It's cool. Thank you. Not with outsiders. Only people who do classes or people I know that aren't gonna be trying to fight for not the good reasons. That's why you don't. I mean, this whole asking, do you spar? Like that's just a challenge online. So why would I accept any challenges online? That's silly. That's a silly way of thinking. Silly. So this is one of my favorites. This is called, what we call it is the Green Dragon Half Moon Spear, is what our form is called. It's got the halberd end with a hook. You can hook their weapons, stab them, and then we also have the spear tip on the back end here. That way you have your spear tip, your axe tip, all of that. Now anybody who knows Kung Fu or Chinese Kung Fu will know the Lan Na Zao technique, right? Where 1, 2, 3. That's your basic spear technique. Now with this, since we have this extra hook here, what we can do is we can trap their weapon 1, 2 and turn all the way down and flip out. Then when we go down the other way, you can hook on top and chop on their hand here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then you can lunge. 1, 2, 1, 2, boom, pull back. 1, 2, 1, 2, boom, down. And when you pull back, you hook them back. That way you can strike with the back end if you want. But the Green Dragon Half Moon Spear is one of my favorites. If you can't tell, I put it on our school shirt right here, the Green Dragon Half Moon Spear. Really cool weapon, really fun. Maybe one day I'll teach an online seminar teaching that weapon. That way people can learn it for free. Or not for free, but people can learn it online and not have to come to one of the in-person workshops. Dynasty Warriors, yep. That's one of the reasons why I love it. What we call, who is we? I'm from a style called Mijang Lawhorn, and in this style, I kind of call we, as in us in the style, we called it Green Dragon Half Moon Spear is the name of the form. So I kind of encompass the lineage that I come from. Sometimes when I say that. Another cool one, just to get them out since I'm showing them off, is we have the double tiger hook swords. So you can hook them. I can't really do them too much in here because of the ceiling height, but you also have your movements. Oh, hey cat, this is probably not a good idea for you to be in here now. But you have your flower movements here. Sorry, I see the cats on. So we have our flower movements here. Right, those are nice and cool movements. And then you have your blocking and cutting and attacking. And what's really cool is the hook here. So if you're fighting like a spear, when they attack and you block, you can hook the spear all the way in and control it so you can come up for your uppercuts, your horizontal slashes, your blocks, into your chops, into your flowers. Down, over, into your cuts, moving. You have your big movements where you come in sweeping, attack, bah. Then you attack the other guy, bah. Bah. Really cool too. Also, you have the knife end under here, right? So the cool thing is you can come up and stab, and then you can move forward into your chops. You can hit them with the knife if they move too far. You can reach out, hit them with the sword. Now, traditionally, the sword is supposed to be sharp all the way up and around, and then also the hook and this spear tip, the knife tip down here, is all supposed to be sharp. So you really weren't even supposed to be touching yourself like this. It was supposed to rest off the arm. That's one thing a lot of practitioners will miss, is that it's supposed to be here when you hold them, not against here, but here. That way when you move here without touching, you can move. But those are the tiger hook swords. All right. Whew. Yeah, just some kung fu weapon knowledge. That's my big stuff. Is I know the Chinese weapons, right? Even a couple Japanese ones, right? Right. I do have, of course, the sai. Any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle person is gonna want this. But again, that's because in the South, Taekwondo, karate, those were the most prominent when I was growing up. It wasn't much kung fu. We were kind of one of the big kung fu schools in the area, besides one other that I knew of. So we did incorporate a lot of Japanese weapons into kind of some forms. That way we could compete at some of the karate tournaments and have more events than just the open hand to do. So one of them that we incorporated was the sai here, which I'm not good at it. Other people are good at it and better than me. Boom. I think it was like a slap, 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 and then you're supposed to pull back and what is it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, not really my favorite weapon, but you know, it's fun and it's really good for cosplaying. Whenever Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles needs to come out, you know, you So before people ask, this is my wushu saber. It has a floppy tip. That just means it's made for wushu, the sport kung fu. I just use it in here because it's a cheap saber. Okay. See, there's no room to do Northern Kung Fu. We need a basketball court. So that is the form called Tiger Tail Saber. It's our first level weapon form where you learn the saber techniques. You'll also see a similar version from the Shaolin Temple called Chan Chop Dan Do. Very similar. I don't care. Chung Wun Kun. Possibly. Yeah, very short range. All the close in here. And what's really cool is I've been doing some fencing with one of my students is a HEMA guy. And so he got me into some of the sword fighting. It's been really cool seeing how the form changes when you actually have to adapt it to a real blade. And it's been really cool because the techniques, right, where we wrap all the way around, really big techniques, those turn into small movements where you still wrap, because if they attack here, you wrap and move. But it's really cool to see, just like open hand forms, right? In open hand forms, we'll be in really big bow stances, jumping, boom, palms, all big, right? that's really cool, and it teaches body mechanics and movement, right? But when you fight up here. Why is it that when Sanshao, you look at Sanshao, or Sanda is now more popular, they fight up here? Because that's what works. This is real fighting. The forms teach you skills and body movement and technique, right? You just learn later on real fighting techniques too. Go ahead, if you're here, drop a like, greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna do some more. What's the next thing we can do here? Boom, 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 straight sword. Oops. Oh, I think that I'm actually, oh. So, these are cool. Now, these are goofy ones. They're not goofy, they're just not real, they're not metal. But these used to be called steel hard whip, or the iron hard whip. Now, General Sun, Sun Ce, I believe is who it was, he used these as his main weapon. And they used to be really heavy. So you used to have to be super strong in order to whip them. And the reason they call them whip is because at the tip of them, there's that little point there, right? That way, when you come down, some of the movements you don't just bash through. The movement, you come down and you whip and make the force go into that tip, which causes it all to go into kind of one spot. So that's one reason why they call them the hard whips. But if you notice, in I don't want to call it that, the Filipino martial arts, when they do their curves here, this is what we learn in the form later on too. You go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's one of the most, applicable things to do is pop, 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 pop. You're keeping your flow here, boom, boom, and then you can hit. And then I'm not the best at, Cali or Screama or whatever you want to call it, the Filipino, I think it's Filipino martial arts. What I can tell you is that in our forms, we do a little more extension because we're using a bigger range here. Now, I'm not saying that's a better thing. In the application, it's probably, you're not going to be fighting at big range, right? Once you get in close, you're going to have something here to address. So you need to be able to control. But these are the hard whips. Big movements. Where you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You whip down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really cool. There's some more kung fu weapon knowledge. I think that's it for the weapons I have on hand. Of course, I still have the staff, or you can still do the spear techniques here too with the staff, as I do have a longer staff, so I can use my big pressing techniques. Fight here, some southern kung fu pole. Yeah. But I'm a nerd. I'm a kung fu nerd. I'll talk about the kung fu weapons. I'll get as cringe as hell, and I don't even care because it's what I'm passionate about. It's fun. You find your passion and you do it. Oh, I got one more. Gotta do it. I gotta do it. Of course.
Power on.
Oh, it's so loud.
Volume low. Mute.
Then of course you gotta have your lightsaber. That way when you do your kung fu techniques, you can turn it into your fun stuff here. That way I can practice all of my Muay Dao or two-handed techniques here, where I come up. Yep. And then I can do the obiani, right? Because that's a basic kung fu technique, so. That's my stash. That's my kung fu stash. I also have 3 sectional staffs around here, but I don't want to. I'll show it. All right. So this is another one of my specialties, the Sanji gun, the 3 sectional staff here. So you have big striking techniques where you can block, you can come down, block, strike forward. Now I can't do any of the spinning because of the ceiling, but you can also do strikes here when you block up, hit down, strike around. It's a fun little weapon. Now I suggest if you ever get one of these, always get a foam one first. If you ever plan on practicing the Sanji gun or the 3-sectional staff. You can find them at Martial Art Mart. I have a couple tutorials. They're from a couple years ago when I had really big belly before I started losing the 40 pounds. I lost 40 pounds, that's a 40. But before I lost the 40 pounds, I went ahead and started doing 3-sectional. I put a tutorial out there. There's a couple moves on there to learn first that will set up your basis. And if people are interested, I could teach a full form and do a whole kind of webinar to teach the full form. That way you have an actual form to do it and not just techniques. But we can discuss that maybe in the future. I do have a sponsor coming on here real soon. So check out those new videos that will be popping up. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits on the stream for now, and then see y'all in the next one. All right, y'all take care. Cheers. Oh, one last thing. Sorry, like and subscribe. Duh, what's wrong with me? Like and subscribe, and then also check out my app. I have an app where you can start learning Kung Fu and Tai Chi right now. It's Eternal. I'm sorry, the link is in the description. Go to the description. It's yeah. But there's an app where you can start learning Kung Fu and Tai Chi for as little as $39.99 a month. That's crazy. So go check it out. There's also a free section where you can check out some really cool stuff too. All right, y'all have a good one. Cheers.